Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank, as always, your humble host. I do hope you are doing very well. Oh, didn't get a hold of that one very well, Frank. Let's try that again. You join me on what is going to be, frankly, a very exciting day. Oh, there's bales at the back all over the place. I am today filling up the clean feeder, which is nothing new about that. We do that twice a day, every day. But we are taking this down to the new yard where we will be feeding 30 new cattle as part of the next stage, really. And I, for one, cannot get over how exciting this is going to be. They are going to be, let's put this around the corner actually. They are the first 30, I think there's 32, 33 there right now, of 60, which is the first wave, and we're going to get those all looked at in just a second. You'll see the silage pit is creeping forward. We've put all of the start of second cut into here already, so that is good. Let's just turn that over, park that up, make it nice and safe. So yeah, starting to really get a nice full pit here. With what we have left there, we should get up to easily, with the rest of the second cut, is about here or so, I should hope. And then it's hay time. And we'll see how that one goes. So that's going to be very, very exciting indeed. Now we're just going to jump straight into the Massey here. We're going to head on down the road. This is the first time the Massey is actually going to be used on the road in anger for me. To be curious to see how it gets on there, but we're just going to make sure everything's looking good, and then we'll jump on in. Okay, so everything is looking good. The sprayer is actually on John Deere there. We're going to be hopefully we can get on to doing a little bit of that later on there, because there we go, knock that car throttle off. We have got to get out and put our T3s out onto our spring barley there, which is really starting to grow, and get that all wrapped up and finished off with. But first, we've got the new arrivals to contend with, and that's going to be the important thing for me. So we'll go down and have a look, make sure all is well. They were about an hour ago when I left them, but they'll be getting a little bit hungry, so we'll go and get them settled in properly. They are Holsteins. They are pedigree milkers, really, for want of a better phrase there. But they are, yeah, part of our milking here. Going to really see a nice increase in production over the course of the next year, as we aim to get up to about 100 in the next 12 months, and then the next stage will be to go from there up to 200. The idea being that we'll have approximately 400 head of dairy milkers across the two sites here. Which will be very, very interesting actually to see how we get on there. Let's just slow this down. Oh, I don't know where we go again. Oh, it's got a bit of a weight behind it. It does not like pulling this quickly at all. Not one bit. But hey, we're getting there. So yeah, the cattle arrived this morning, first thing, and the haulier is supposed to be come back with another load maybe tonight, or he said by the time he gets on there it'll probably be more like tomorrow morning that he'll leave early from there. So we'll wait to see what that looks like. But yeah, they're looking in good health. I've got all the passports and paperwork signed off and checked off, and that's all looking good. And yeah, they'll get settled in now down here. But yeah, everything else there is looking good. The shed is all pretty much finished. There's a few small little things I need to contend with, but nothing that stops or harms the cattle's well-being in any way, which is delightful. Got a little bit more of the fencing done around there recently as well, so should they want to try and escape from their new surroundings, it won't get too far. Excellent. Now what we do need to do, you may recall a few episodes, a few weeks ago now I reckon, we actually purchased a new bale shredder. That's a bit small for our output. Never really got used in it, never really felt that it was fitting our needs, so we're trading that back in and going bigger. And we'll see how we get on with that. We should do fairly well. That's gonna be something over the next few weeks actually, so kind of had a few preliminary discussions about it. Should be able to get it all done, should be able to get something that we need and that is suitable for us. But yeah, what we need to think about moving forward as well is that there's going to be a lot of to and throwing from one farm to the other. Now this tractor is great when it's on the little staying around the top yard there, but I don't know if we need what this will be like going backwards and forwards twice a day with this. And also we're going to have to put the straw shredder onto something that can go backwards and forwards as well, because it might be needed at both yards. So it's going to be interesting. A few little logistics to work out with this all, but hey, that's exactly what we'll get done. And we'll see how that all goes. But yeah, to start with, we'll just get these lot all fed up. We have the new loader down here as well, which makes kind of a few things easier. For now, at least, we'll just throw some straw around by hand, really, and see how we get on there. But yeah, other than that, they're all looking good. We managed to get that ploughing finished the other day on the Widowmaker Hill. That's going quite well. It's drying off quite nice now. I might even try and get that work down over the course of next week, just to break it in a little bit. Work that muck in a bit further as well, but that's looking good. Oh, the grass is coming on leaps and bounds on here. Is it ever? So you'll see there's a little bit of extra fencing gone in here now on my right. Waiting for a gate to be made to just block off that little bit there. And look what's in the shed. Lo and behold, they are here, which is rather incredible. What a beautiful little tractor that is. Really nice. And so, this is all we have so far. Like I said, there's more to come, but they are looking quite happy. They'll get themselves settled in here just as soon as we can get them fed, which will be the main thing. So we'll have a look at doing that now. And then, yeah, they're all, there's a little bit of, like a little bit of loud behavior earlier on, a little bit of mooing, but they're all looking good now. They're all settling in. And yeah, very, very happy with how it's gone so far. We do need more. What I'm trying to do, they're going to be using this field around here, actually, as just their pasture to go out to. But we're going to keep them inside now just to get themselves settled in. And we might, for what it's worth, just wrap up a quick cut off there as well, to be honest, just to get a little bit of extra grass in, but we don't know. And yeah, other than that, everything is looking grand. They're all doing very, very well indeed. And I can't wait for them to get settled in and get the rest of the herd in here as well. We still need to do a few little things. We still need to move this trailer first and empty it. That red trailer needs to be shifted into the shed. And then this fence is actually going to go up and around there with a gate in it. So A, it doesn't block the water tank that we need to get access to. And B, we can get into this field nice and easily. So lots to do there. But yeah, the trench has all been backfilled and it hasn't sank or sagged at all, which is always good news. And yeah, the rest of the straw is going to go into there and we will be laughing. So what I'm going to do, to start with at least, is get this unloaded. And we'll see how we get on with that. So what I might do, because I'm kind of half pointing that way. Spin it around there. And we're gonna see about which side I want to feed this lot on, actually. Which side's my... The chute's on that side there, isn't it? So I should have probably gone down the other way, but not to worry. We'll get ourselves taken through and turned around and we'll see how we get on. We can even feed them on this aisle as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we're going to knock that off. Let that rev down a little bit, and yeah, we have just got that whole side loaded up there. I'll keep them going for a little bit at least. We're going to leave the mixer down here for now because there's a little, they'll probably get a bigger feed, and this is going to keep them tied over till they get the evening feed up, and then we'll take the mixer up. Go, stop that, and then we'll do the same up at the top yard. So that is all looking very, very good indeed. But yeah, they've got a little bit of mixed ration in there, which is fantastic. Slurry pit, this is one of the things we need to change. I've made a makeshift grid over here for now, which is not very safe, but we need to figure out a way to change that around and make sure that looks a bit better. We're going to shut these though, at least on two sides. We have our secondary slurry lagoon, and then what we are going to be doing, I think, as well, when we have to at least, is pumping from that lagoon that we've just been at into here. And this is going to be the main overflow, and this is where we're going to fill from as well there. So as you can see, bone dry right now, bone dry. But yeah, ultimately I am very, very happy indeed with that. Let's go and get that trailer unloaded now though. We'll start that one, get that all done, tick that job off, and then my fencer can get his job done as well, because we don't want an unhappy fencer. Onwards. All right. Love this little Torian. The more I use it, the more it is a beautiful little loader here. Lovely and nimble. Nice and agile, low to the ground, so we can get into some of these smaller sheds. But yeah, still packs a punch, still got enough power in it. Doesn't really get phased by any extreme loads at all there. Can push pretty darn well for its size. What we might well be doing soon as well is actually bringing over another load of hay. We don't have any of our own hay made at the moment. We're just using what's in the stores at the top yard. But yeah, we'll figure that one out. See how we get on, really. As you can see, we do have a lot of square bales as well as straw, which I thought was something that might well continue as we buy in more and more straw, which meant that round bale shredder wasn't really the most practical. Yeah, really nice simple controls down here as well. We're going to try and keep this one clean as well, see how long it goes for. Spoiler alert, probably not very long. I hope you're all doing very well at this current time of isolation. I hope you're all keeping safe and healthy. Do let me know what you're getting up to. If you are out in the farm still working away, do let me know what you're doing, what you're driving, as always. It's going to be a tricky few months for us. I'm finding it a little bit difficult myself to do a lot of the farm work here because I am still in isolation here. Terry has not returned yet, so trying to figure out a way to get everything done myself, especially when we look at having silage to do at the moment. A little bit of hay ground getting ready or close to being cut, so a little bit tricky, but we're figuring it out. We're getting there in the end, and we'll continue to work on that one as and when we can. But yeah, like this afternoon here, we're just going to try and get taken care of all of the as much of the spring spraying that we have to do. As far as T3s are done, once the T3s are done, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good crop, and I don't think, touch wood, I'll have to do any of the work, so we can only hope that's going to be the case. How did that bale fall off there? Ooh, easy. Filler again. Okay. Then yeah, pretty much after this we've got a silo to rebuild up here. That is kind of tucked away, hidden in the back of the shed at the moment. That's gonna go up for the chicken feed. I need to go and actually take some of another delivery of eggs away today as well. So that's another job I need to do, but ultimately, yeah, the silo needs to go back up. I need to figure out where that's going to go again, but we'll likely put that along this fence line here, I think. That's another job I got to do. But yeah, we need to make sure that we get enough wheat in for those guys. Keep all the hens laying eggs, keep them happy. Go back and square up that pillar a little bit more. Alright then, so what we'll do is I think we'll just continue, we'll get this all unloaded here, and then we will go for a little drive back up north. The truck's down here as well, so we're going to take that away. And go and get that all sorted out. Do a little bit of spraying, come back down the truck and get the feeder wagon and take that back up. I don't want to do too much with vehicles around here today because I want the cattle to get settled in properly, to be honest. I don't want them to get too carried away. But with that being said, they're settling in, they seem to be settling in okay, but we'll just kind of give them that little bit of a breather, to be honest, and see how they get on. So for now, we're just going to shoot on, get this all wrapped up there, and we'll see you back up at the yard. And stop. Alright then, here we are. So, not much has changed up here since we last spoke there. The plow's been cleaned off and finished with. That our cultivation shed is kind of all put away. But now at least it'll all be coming back out there in a couple of, well, about a month or so, I imagine. The John Deere 6820 is still on the mowers. The mowers are filthy. They need, I don't know what we hit. It must have been a molehill or something on the front there, but that needs a bit of a work over. And then yeah, we'll see how that one goes. 7710 developed a little bit of an oil leak whilst we were plowing with it on the Widowmaker, so that's just in the workshop. We're going to take a look at that tomorrow, hopefully. In fact, for now, we don't need to be in here. Let's get that down. But that was a little bit frustrating, but we should... It doesn't look too serious, so we'll have a look at that. And like I say, we are going to go jump into the 6630. That shed needs to be sorted out, I think, but we're about empty there now, so we'll leave it for a little while. And yeah, we need to get some fertilizer, or spray at least, onto our spring barley crops there, because it's about time they got the second helping. Let's do that over there. So it has been filled up. We are putting T3s on here, just so, and what that means is it's a different stage of tillering of the plant. The tillering is when the stem kind of splits, and then splits again into like the different, what will be the 3 or 4 different stems there. So we're just giving the T3 application here, just encourages, accelerates that really, allows us to really kick on. But so far, from what I've seen, at least the crops are looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. Really good, clean-looking crops after we got around that little issue at the very beginning there. Looks all right. The weeds are starting to come back into some of the silage ground, though. We have to get that sprayed off as well. Most of it's doing all right. Just that one field started to creep back through, and so I'm not going to take any chances. We're just going to get it covered, I think. Get it covered sooner rather than later. And then yeah, we're flying really right now. The oilseed rape is miles off. It's a very slow looking crop actually, so I'm not expecting too much for that. Everything that's been worked over or is going to be first planted into winter barley is ready to go. It's been at least ploughed, or some of it has even been worked down as well. But yeah, we are getting through quite a little bit at the moment, which I'm very, very pleased about, like I say. But yeah. As you can see with this field here, it is looking pretty good, pretty decent looking rows. We are going to... We're going to have to look at that drill. The tram lines just aren't working. The tram line cut off. It just was not playing games here. So, we need to have a think about that and look into to see what's going on with it. But that's something for... we'll get working it over the summer after the silage and hay has been done, I reckon. I just don't have the time to look at it now, so we're just going to have to kind of put our own tram lines in here. Really, fortunately, we do have the GPS, which is always good. Get this sprayer unfolded here whilst we do that. And just get ready to set my A point. Oh, look at that. Nailed it as well. Nice. Hydraulic pump on. Gotta... Ooh, lift it up. Okay, we're looking good. Well, it's good there. Okay. This is a good sprayer, this Kuhn sprayer. It's not the biggest, 24 meters wide by no means. Well, it used to be once classified as a big sprayer. It's now just like your average. But for what we do, it is perfect. It even gives us a little bit of extra capacity should we ever need it. Great boom control, great GPS integration. Perfect for what we do. Absolutely perfect. Now what I'm going to do here is drive straight up the edge. Now some people, when they are spraying, they'll just follow the tram line around, but I like to make sure we get right into the corners for 2 reasons. When you spin around on the corner, on a bend there, the speed of the boom is colossal, which means the outer edge of the boom goes a lot faster than the center of the boom, so you get a very uneven distribution, which is not what you want there at all. But other than that, we will do our best. Yeah, looks like it's going on. One of the good things is that we don't have any huge fields, so it never takes us too long in a specific field, but it's nice because it means that you get this real good sense of achievement, because you can plow through 4, 5, 6, 7 fields in half a day there, so it's a really nice little sense of progress being made, really. Let's just get that boom height adjusted down a little bit. Nozzle height's a bit high for my liking, that's better. And we are up. This corner is a bit more rounded, so we'll just go with it. Excellent. Alright, and that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at. So it does indeed look like we are going to be having a lot to do this next week or so. So stay tuned for the next episode where we'll be touching base again with the cattle, seeing how they're getting on, see what's new, and we'll come back and make sure they're all settled in and show you what we're hopefully going to be getting a demonstration of a new straw shredder, so we'll have a play around with that as well. Until then though, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, I've been Frank, your host for the Dairyman's Diary. If you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly hosts everything as always, and we will see you in the next one. Until then though, from myself and my 32 new head of cattle, thank you ever so much for watching. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we will see you in the next one. Catch you later.